Oh, there's my turn up ahead. All right. We kind of stopped. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Trying to figure out where I want to go.
Yeah, that's the trouble on a beautiful day like this. Have a good one. Oh, that was nice. Apparently I'm not the only person out today. That's one of the major differences I find between road cycling and mountain biking. Well, aside from the roots and the rocks and the trees, on a mountain bike, even when you're going downhill, you're up off the saddle, you're bouncing and weaving and maneuvering the bike with your body. You never really rest unless you stop. All right, now I'm coasting and I'm loving it. This has been a nice long descent, but as I can see up ahead, nothing lasts forever. It's funny, when I was riding flats on my Nishiki, before I switched over to clipless, I was never comfortable standing up on the pedals. Now that I'm riding clipless, that doesn't bother me. There's no logical reason for it, but there you go. Not a sprint exactly, but a nice little extra effort. Well, since this is my retirement bike, let's talk about retirement. I highly recommend it. The first few weeks, well, I admit, took a little getting used to it, seemed a little surreal, even though I had not gone into the office since mid-March because we were doing, work from home because of the pandemic. So I had plenty of practice at not going in. And yet, even with work from home, you get into certain habits and certain routines. And when you don't have them, it can be a bit disconcerting. So I've developed new habits. I'm trying to anyway. Get up around 5:30 every morning and have a cup of coffee. Feed the cats, usually in reverse order there. And then I go spend about an hour on garden patrol. Because this year, since I have the time for it, I started a series of raised bed gardens. And they're doing phenomenally well. I got more zucchini than I know what to do with. But doing a little bit of work every couple of days on my private mountain bike trail in my woods. But after a month or so, my big issue was boredom, if you can believe that. You think, oh, hey, you got all those bikes, get out and ride. But still, it's not quite the same when you don't have a goal. Follow that beer truck! We're almost at the Pittston town line, which is relevant because that means we're within walking distance of my house. And in fact, I'll probably pull over here and take a proof of presence photo for my Strava. You gotta watch yourself out here sometimes because of poison ivy. This would probably also be a good time to have a drink of water because I am parched. Why is it sometimes it takes 5 or 6 tries to get clipped in? And other times I get it on the first shot. I mean, how weird is that? There you go. The second half of my ride in my somewhat greater neighborhood. That whole route was about 15.5 miles, and well, I figured you probably didn't want to see me just huffing and puffing through most of it. I kid a little bit, but I really like this bike. It turned out so much better than I anticipated when I began. And I would encourage anybody who's watching to try building your own bike, or perhaps even modifying and updating a bike that you already have. It's a lot of fun, and the end product is very rewarding. I mean, I'm just having so much fun with this bike. Almost as much fun as I do with my Specialized rock hopper, and I love that bike too. Well, perhaps love is a strong word for an inanimate object, but I'm sure you see what I mean. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It does help the channel. And if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. And until we meet again, I wish you health and happiness in these trying times. And as always, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it when you do. Bye.